Speed is massively important in the game of football, and the best players in the world are constantly using their speed to get an advantage in the game. And there's a misconception out there that you are either a fast player or a slow player, and there's not that much that you can do to change it. However, that is simply not the case. Your individual speed can be improved with the right training. So in this video, I'm going to be giving you 3 tips that help me become a faster player in the hope that they might work for you as well. And just to provide a little bit of background, I've been playing for about 15 years, and I am either a winger or a fullback when I'm on the field, so speed is very important for my specific position. On offense, I need to be able to beat opponents one-on-one, but I also need to be quick to get back on defense to defend any counterattacks. And when I'm training, there's 3 main types of exercises that I focus on to help improve my speed. These are resistance training, plyometrics, and sprinting drills. And there's a lot of different exercises to choose from among these 3, but I'm going to give you one of my favorites from each of these categories. Starting off with a great resistance training exercise, we're going to be talking about Romanian deadlifts. Now, there are a lot of benefits to doing this exercise, not just as a footballer, but as an athlete in general. Starting off, this exercise is going to strengthen all of the muscles along your posterior chain and just improve your posture overall. The 2 muscles that this exercise is going to most directly target are your hamstrings and your glutes, and these are 2 of the most important muscle groups that are used when sprinting. Another great benefit of this exercise is that it's very low impact and accessible, so you can do it with a very light weight, and you can also use this exercise if you're recovering from an injury, as it can be regressed very simply. You can start out this exercise using just your own body weight, and then ideally you can move up to using dumbbells, kettlebells, or a barbell to provide resistance throughout the movement. As with any strength training exercise, the goal here should be to start out light to make sure you have great form and then move up from there. So, how do you successfully perform a Romanian deadlift? First off, you want to start by grabbing either your barbells or your dumbbells and standing about shoulder width apart. Then you want to focus on hinging at the hips to slowly lower the weight downwards. As you lower the weight, there's a few cues that you want to focus on. You want to keep your back straight, your chest up, and your knees at a very slight angle. Slowly move the weight down until you really start to feel a stretch in the back of your hamstrings. When the flexibility of your hamstrings don't allow you to go down any further, slowly push your hips forward to raise the weight back up to a standing position. And really, it's as simple as that. If you're new to this exercise, you may not feel the activation in your glutes and your hamstrings at first, but over several controlled repetitions, you'll eventually get the hang of it. And I usually try and perform this exercise with around 4 sets of 8 reps, resting about 2 minutes between each set. And this is one of the many amazing resistance exercises for footballers. If you're interested, I have created a guide with over 30 different exercises containing different weight training drills, as well as on the ball and off the ball exercises. It's in the link in the description. It's about $17 if you're interested. Next up, we got plyometrics. Now, plyometrics are any exercise that involves rapid stretching and contracting of muscles. This usually includes exercises that involve jumping movements. And one of my favorite plyometric drills also happens to be one of the most simple, and that's the broad jump. Some of the benefits of the broad jump include developing explosive power and improving your coordination. With enough plyometric training, you're also going to be able to strengthen your ligaments, tendons, and joints. And plyometrics are also great for injury prevention because they'll help prepare your body for all of the impacts that you'll inevitably receive in a match. And one of the best things about plyometric exercises is that they can essentially be done almost anywhere. Whether you're in your house or on the field, they don't require any equipment and they're very quick to get started. So how do you perform a broad jump? Similar to our last exercise, you're going to start by standing with your feet about shoulder width apart. Then you're going to bend down at your knees and explode into a horizontal forward jump. As you land, keep your knees bent to absorb any of the impact. Repeat the process by bending your knees again and then going into another jump. As you perform this exercise, you're going to want to use your arms for both stability and to carry your momentum forward. Now, this exercise may look simple, but it is extremely tiring. I typically perform my broad jumps over 5 30-second sets, making sure to rest for about 30 seconds to a minute in between each set. And finally, onto the most important training that you can do to become a faster player, sprinting drills. And the specific drill we're going to be talking about in this video is a simple shuttle run. Now, if you've played on any team, it's very likely that your coach has made you do this drill before. But there's a good reason that this drill is so popular. Shuttle runs are going to improve both your acceleration and your deceleration. They're going to help you develop better sprinting technique, and they're going to help acclimate your body to the demands of running at full speed. And that's one of the reasons it's so important to incorporate sprinting into your training. Because in a competitive match, it is almost inevitable that at some point during the game, you will end up at a flat-out sprint. And if you haven't practiced running at full speed in training, you're really increasing your likelihood of getting injured when you try and do that in a game. So let's go over how to perform this variation of the shuttle run. You're going to want to start by setting up 5 cones approximately 5 yards apart. To start the drill, you're going to sprint from cone 1 to cone 3 and then backpedal to cone 2. Then you're going to repeat the process, sprinting from cone 2 to cone 4, backpedaling to cone 3. Then finally, you're going to finish the drill by just sprinting from cone 3 to cone 5 and then jog back to the start. Here's a few tips so that you can perform the shuttle run as efficiently as possible. When you're starting the drill, start by leaning forward and getting low. This will help give you a lot of momentum when you start off. Additionally, try and drive your knees high with every step and always land on the balls of your feet. This is going to help promote efficient energy transfer. If you're just starting out with your conditioning, try doing 5 sets of this with around a minute of rest in between. If you're working your way up to full match fitness, you should be able to do 10 sets of this exercise. And one of my favorite things about this variation of the shuttle run is that it also incorporates backtracking as well as running forward. And doing that backtracking is going to be great for working out the muscles around your knees, like the quads and the tibialis, while running forward is going to focus on the traditional sprinting muscles like your hamstrings and your glutes. And there you have it, those are 3 of my favorite exercises to do when working on improving my speed. Let me know if you've tried any of these exercises, and also let me know what workouts you do to help become a faster player. Thanks for watching, subscribe if you've enjoyed, and I'll see you on the next video.